time the single most independent thing in the universe. Therefore, what is the real intrinsic value of time? Time literally has no intrinsic value. It is literally what you assign it. If you don't assign it any value, it will just pass. Think about it this way: evolution. We all know that evolution is a function of time. According to Einstein's relativity law, the only thing that can affect time is speed. And by the way, if you look at it, speed and time are inversely related, which means without time, speed does not exist. You only have displacement.
I'm slow.
The dinosaurs, the lizards, the whatever, they all needed that time to evolve. Let's use an example that is much closer to home: the humans. If the Egyptopithecus, the Homo erectus, and what have you, if they were given everything in their caves, do you think they would have gotten out of the caves no matter how much time would have passed? Of course not. How did they give value to time? They went out there and hunted. They tried to look of a better way to preserve food. So what did they come up with? Fire, smoking. They had to find a better way, effective way of hunting. What did they come up with? Tools, stone tools, and whatever. That was the intrinsic value that they gave time to evolution itself. Right now, we are giving our time value with technology, research, medicine, the internet, the computer. You know these quotes that go around that, oh, the life of a man starts at 40 years old. How many 40-year-olds have you met that are struggling, that are suffering, drunkards, depressed? And the counter to this is that the life of a woman ends, I don't know, at 30 or whatever. How many women have you met that are in their 30s and 40s and are doing very well financially, socially, even in their relationships and marriage, and they are looking actually absolutely beautiful? Time is whatever value we give it. You people think that for a woman aging, she's going to lose like her value, and for a man aging, he's going to gain his value. That will only happen if you use your time well. Age is a factor of time. If you are a man, you are wasting your time gambling, drinking, promiscuity, and you expect your 40s to be better than your 20s and 30s. Dude, I have news for you. You are going to have the hardest 40s and 50s of your life. And these are the years where you have your last shot at life. Past 50, my friend, no matter what any motivational speaker is going to tell me, I know I'm done. The chances that I'm going to make it are dismal at best. You people are joking with time. You keep saying time waits for no man, but you never think about it. You never internalize it. We even seem to have this dogma in our businesses. During weekdays, the business is low. During weekends, the business is going to be better. The sales are going to be high. Who told you? Sales are higher where you work through it. Do you have offers for weekdays? Do you make sure that your services are very good on weekdays? You are not a club. You know, for some business like a club, we can say, well, maybe. This is how you give your time value. Do this. While your friend is busy scrolling on TikTok, on YouTube, and whatever platform endlessly for hours, why don't you learn something from those platforms? If you watch a 1-minute video to the end on TikTok about marketing, the algorithm will keep recommending videos about marketing to you. If you watch videos about people shaking their bum bum on TikTok, then TikTok algorithm will keep recommending bum bum videos for you. That is how you will give your time its intrinsic value. You can either spend your time learning bum bum shaking, enjoying bum bum shaking, or learning marketing and trying to figure ways how to improve your marketing and your business on the same platform. There is this modern take on time that you can use your time terribly in your youth years or when you are still young, when your family, your kids are still young. And once you make it, when you're older, you can pay for that time with the money that you have made. Bro, such kind of thinking is a fallacy. Explain to me how the years that you missed with your family, with your spouse, are going to be made up with the money that you have made. Oh, you are going to take vacations. Bro, 10 years of absence in your marriage will land you in a divorce. Will land you into infidelity. Will land you into a loathful relationship. And kids who hate you because they think you never find time for them. it's always about 5 minutes spent with your kid, showing him or her how to complete their homework.
If Sierra has 3 apples and she gives 2 away to Lucas, how many does she have left?
1.
Yes, Jamie, good job, good job. That's my guy. Next problem.
Is more valuable than 8 hours spent on a job. It's more valuable than 10,000 shillings sent to the kid to spend on a weekend. I admit, I am not an expert to be talking about that, but this is just my 2 cents. It is the thing that I see most people bet on. It's just a matter of time. It's just a matter of time. What time? While you're thinking it's a matter of time for you to grasp that opportunity, somebody is working towards that opportunity. Even in the medieval times, when people would lay figures on cities, they would not just put all their hope on time that their supplies will end, that the diseases will devastate them until they open their gates. No, they would lay siege on a city, and then they make all the necessary steps to make sure that the supplies are cut off and everything else that would have helped them is no longer able to reach them. But what if they just start operating and they allowed the supply chains to the cities to continue? It would have been a pointless siege that would never ever end. And right now, most people, not even only the young, even the old, are laying siege on their lives in the hope that time will make things better. That is why you hear people say like, oh, let's wait until the next election cycle. Let's wait until the next politicians get into power. To do what? Politicians will never make anything better for the common mwananchi. They are always after themselves and their interests and their legacies. The point of the government is not to uplift you, it is to make conditions good for you to uplift yourself. That is the best thing that people always seem to forget. Look at all countries that have gone the cool way. Most of them, if not all, are in the brink of collapse. But you guys, you like to hear sweet things that match your narrative. You never want to hear things that are true, that are factual, that have been tested, and things that we have data and analysis on. You create scenarios in your head and you pretend that this is the right thing to do. We are using the resources and the platforms that we have to waste time instead of give that time value through skill learning, through networking, through invention, through intervention. We are just wasting our time doom scrolling, laughing, giggling at funny clips, prank clips on TikTok, on YouTube, on Facebook. That is really the tragedy of this time. It is in this generation that we are better placed to take the most advantage of the times and make the most of it. But apparently, we are doing the exact opposite. We are just wasting it. Technology is here to assist us to bridge the gap between distances, the time we would have spent to go from school in Africa to the USA. You can do an online Zoom class. Information that I would have traveled to Saudi Arabia to get, I can literally YouTube it. But what do? We just waste the time, the resources, the tools, the technology that we could have used to bridge that time gap to accelerate our learning, our development, our future, our careers, our skills. We just waste it on endless entertainment that has no intrinsic value at all. All I'm saying is, let's give time what it's worth. If your time is worth spending it with your family, building those relationships, do it. If your time is worth learning a skill, do it. If your time is worth making money, do it. If your time is worth staying fit, developing your body, your muscles, a healthy lifestyle, do it. Just don't sit, watch videos on how to get a six-pack on body weight exercise, and then you never do the exercise. You will waste your time watching videos on how to do A, to do B, to do C, and never do anything. And I don't know if you're finding value in these videos. I never ever planned on making these videos. I don't know how they happened, but you can tell they are different from my normal kind of content. Anyway, like, share, subscribe. See you in the next one. Wakanda forever.